Hey guys, Joe Pye here at Advanced Innovations. This little guy right here in front of me, this is a half-inch plate. It's about 6 by 8, 6061 aluminum. And this was CNC milled into the surface of this plate for a very specific reason. And I'm sure a lot of you are going, I know exactly what that is, because chances are you saw it last year at the 2018 Bar Z Summer Bash. Well, we're going to have another one of these this year. And it's going to be very, very similar to this because this proved to be quite challenging. And what this is this is a mill skill challenge. Now the four-jaw competition has ruled for quite some time, so I figured, you know what, let's put some cranks in the equation here and see if we can diversify the crowd interest. And this drew a fair amount of contenders. And what this is naturally you put this in your machine vise, and then you use a stylus where your cutter would be, and just very much like an Etch-a-Sketch from yesteryear, you track this particular canal without touching the side with the stylus in the machine. Now this year, Stan Zinkowski over there at the Bar Z Industrial has a new stylus that is hooked up to an 80 decibel buzzer, so that when you make contact with any one of these sides, you're going to hear it. And it is also spring loaded, so if you overstroke it and the machine keeps going and the stylus doesn't, well, we lost the stylus last year, but we had spares. This year it is spring loaded and it will not break off. So this is going to be a very similar replica to the 2019 mill skill challenge that I'm going to take out to California, and I will set up, and I will actually be there. I'll be the timekeeper. And this is going to be extremely similar. So if you've got a good memory and you see what you got here, we always start from the upper left-hand side with a right angle cascade. And it gets to the bottom, then it goes to a continuous right-hand arc, taper, another taper, not a taper, but it's not a straight, it's an incline. So it's a curved or a tapered surface, into another taper, into a reverse taper, into a linear, to a continuous uphill arc. To this point right here, then it's no longer an arc, then it's a linear move. Another linear, flat staircase down, vertical, horizontal, and diagonal out. And I'll tell you, by the time your hands get around to this corner right here, you're about shot from trying to coordinate everything, because when you get up here, it reverses. And when you hit this corner right here, you expect to hit and get out. But since this is a mild taper right here, there's no hit and get out. It is still a two-handed track all the way from this point on, all the way across. So this is a very good skill challenge, not only for competition, but if you have a CNC machine in your shop and you have a manual machine in your shop, the last thing you want to do is, when you're down inside of a pocket, is to crash the cutter into the pocket. And as a new guy, it's kind of natural, sooner or later, you're going to turn the crank the wrong way. Well, you know what? Set your new guys up on the machine, put him onto something like this, make him walk this track a few dozen times, and by the time he gets to the real deal on a part that's going to cost you money if he makes contact with the wall, he'll know which way the dials go. Anyway, there you go. That is the 2018 Bar Z Summer Bash Mill Skill Challenge maze. And I'm going to make another one very similar. I'm going to throw a couple of things in the game, and we're actually going to have two this year. So I hope to see you there, and I hope you like what you see. Figured I'd throw that up there for everybody that didn't get a chance to make it out there and enjoy this. Take it easy, guys.